I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Remember, I have a conference coming up on the 1st of May 2026 by 10 a.m. in our school at Ugeli. Our school is located behind Agofure Motors at Otowodo, Ugeli. The theme is using 21st century tools to excel in business, marriage, and ministry. We're going to have an array of speakers, a church growth specialist. We're going to have a businessman, an international businessman, and we're going to have a senior police officer speak to us about raising children and leadership in this dispensation. The time is 10 a.m. on the 1st of May. We keep to time. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to register you. If you are coming from far, if you get in contact with that same number, they will book hotel accommodation for you that you will pay for. I have the responsibility to speak this evening in the 23rd convention of a great church in Nigeria. And the theme is rule in the midst of your enemies. And I shall be speaking this evening in their business seminar on having dominion in the business place, in the marketplace, excelling in the marketplace. So, the first thing you need to have and understand is that life is competitive, comparative, and contentious. There is no neutral ground, and you have to have the consciousness of the fact of your ambassadorial responsibility. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. You are here to represent God's kingdom on earth, and kingdom has two components: reign, dominion, domain, and control. And so you must have this consciousness that you are here to dominate. You are here to have a territory to control. You are here to establish rule over. And I'm going to be taking my bearing from Genesis chapter 26 from verse 1. Genesis 26 from verse 1. You will see there that Abraham had a child called Isaac, and there was famine in the time of Abraham. And God told Isaac not to go to Egypt like his father did when they had their own economic meltdown. And God instructed Isaac. But we will see as we go along that there were some specific things that made Isaac to reign in the midst of his enemies, to reign in the marketplace there. Because it got to a point, the leaders of that community told Isaac to move away from them, that he had become too rich and powerful for them. Here was the stranger. The people felt he had become too rich and powerful for them. That means he has dominated the economic space. And how did Isaac achieve that? I will look at the following C's. Number one, Israel is 75 times smaller than Iran. 75 times smaller than Iran. But Israel is dealing a mighty blow on Iran. And 20% of all Nobel Prizes have been won by Jews, descendants of Abraham. But they constitute only 0.2% of the total population of the wealth. Of the world. But they control a large percentage of the wealth of the world. So the average Jew has a consciousness that he is in this world to dominate, to rule, to control. Is ingrained in their minds wherever they are. There is the consciousness, particularly since the since after the Second World War, that never again, they believe that you either are dominating or somebody is dominating you. So you must have that consciousness. It's either you are dominating or somebody is dominating you. The kind of background I come from, we don't allow ourselves to be dominated. When I was younger, if somebody beats you you fight and you are beaten, don't cry home. If you cry home, my mother will flog you and will tell you, beat other people's children. Let me go and apologize. Don't come here crying. My granddaughter, in our school, she's been coming first in all the amps for many years now. She will tell you either first or nothing. And she has that consciousness and be working hard towards it. When I talk about confidence, I will still mention her. So you have this consciousness of dominion. The schools I went to, Government College Ughelli, FGC Warri, and University of Ibadan, there is an ingrained consciousness that we are the leaders of tomorrow. We are built to excel. You will hear testimonies of old students who have excelled in different spheres of the world. And that creates a spirit in you. People will see it as pride. People will see it as ego, as flaunting, whatever. No, it is a nature that has been cultivated in us, that you are supposed to excel. You have excelled, that's why you passed the common entrance into this school. You have excelled, that's why you are in this medical school. You are supposed to be more knowledgeable, have more class and decency than other people that are not trained here. So you must have that consciousness. And even if you have been endowed and endued, the responsibility, the consciousness, you say, arise and shine, for the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. That is, the glory can come upon you and you fail to rise and shine. So there are two components. The glory of the Lord is risen upon you. You have been endowed, you have been trained, you have been potentiated, you have been endued, you have been anointed. It's up to you to arise, come to your full height, your full dimension. The Bible says Jesus is coming for a church without spot or wrinkle. We have always concentrated on the spot, that is sin. We are not knowing that wrinkle is a reduction in your dimension. You see this tissue paper, this cleaner, it has been folded. But this is, okay, it was folded. This is the full dimension to a certain extent. This is a bigger dimension. Many people's lives are like this. Full dimension. Other people's lives are folded, wrinkled, but clean, sinless. So you can be sinless and be unproductive to your maximum capacity. And Jesus usually gets angry with a leafy tree that has not produced results. There was a tree that had not produced results for 3 years. The farmer said they should cut it down but the caretaker said they should dig around it. So it's not enough to be sinless. It's not enough to be gentle. It's not enough to be righteous. In fact, unproductivity, not maximizing yourself, is unrighteousness. So remember the servant that hid his talent. So arise, shine. It is your responsibility. Let your light so shine. The consciousness. The average black child is raised to think in an inferior way. The average Nigerian has been brainwashed to think that he comes from a bad country. He is a bad person and all that. No, you must arise. You must get angry, mesmerize them, bamboozle them, choke them, then go explain. Tire. You don't need to take permission from somebody before you shine. People will say you are boastful. No, I cannot dim my light so that yours can shine. I cannot off my candle so that you can see well. No. It doesn't happen. I have a responsibility. Study to show yourself. You study, you show yourself approved. A workman that needs not be ashamed. So that consciousness is all you need to always have it. You need to have the consciousness of your area of comparative advantage. There are areas I'm not good. I can't sing. I can't cook well. My handwriting is not very good. I don't have a good memory. I'm not good in mathematics. I'm not good in accounting. The highest marks I scored was 11%. But there is an area where I am good. And I make sure I put in the best. I maximize that area where I have a comparative advantage. So you must find your area of comparative advantage. And then you must concentrate on it. Concentrate on your business. Don't be distracted. You see, the average young Igbo businessman, he is so focused. He's not distracted. It is up to you to make sure you put in your best. Be diligent. Have you seen a man diligent in his whatever he does? He will stand before kings and not mean men. So the next thing is that you need courage. You need courage. Courage to take challenges. When I was importing cars, I needed to drive from Lagos at night to Aba. Courage. To open my hospital. Courage. To diversify to Akwa Ibom to carry patients. Courage. You need courage to leave medical practice to come to Ogili. You need courage to start the school. Courage. Then you need confidence in your ability. I went to speak somewhere and there were Anglican priests from up to 6 to 7 states. Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Imo, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, River State, 7 states. And there were thousands of Anglican priests with professors, with doctors, PhD. And when my logistics manager saw them, he said, and I spoke with courage. I spoke with confidence. I spoke to professors in 2 universities about 2 weeks back. You need confidence in what you know. Confidence in what you have. Confidence. You need to be confident to speak, baby. Nobody is really better than you. One of the days I spoke somewhere and I was worried. God told me they had spoken their own. Today is your day. It's your day. Speak, baby. And I spoke. Yeah. So then commitment. I was committed to our school. When we were 5 learners, including my last born, I was there all the time. My wife would be there. We were teaching. I was cleaning toilets. I was bus driver. And one parent said that one of the reasons he brought his children to our school was that I was always there. Commitment. I was going to carry children, do all kinds of things. You can't be uncommitted and then think you will excel. That brings me to the Apoki formula for productivity and excellence and whatever, is G times E times S raised to the power 4 all over C equals productivity, prominence, productivity, dominion. G is the grace of God. Arise, shine. The grace of God, the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. I will be with you, I will not leave you. God's grace was upon Isaac's seed. They were drought resistant, rapidly multiplying, early maturing seeds. The grace of God impregnated them. There's an illness I treat. I give people the same medication that they have been receiving. I pray over the medication and I impregnate them with the glory of God, the grace of God, the anointing of God. And I've had very great results. But I do one thing. I teach the people how to prevent the recurrence of those episodes. So you must put in effort, G times E. Effort to acquire skill, effort to acquire knowledge, effort to practice to perfection, effort in punctuality, effort in keeping your records, effort in diligence, effort in continuous improvement, that is Kaizen, effort in setting your KPIs, your key performance indicators. I will do this, I will be this, I will put in this at so time, in so way. Then efforts in doing your SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. How to overcome your threats, how to ameliorate your weaknesses, how to strengthen your area of maximum advantages. So these are efforts. How to repackage, how to market, how to advertise, how to recruit the right staff, how to save. You must put effort. My wife says, don't let them meet you how they left you. Keep moving on. And so in our school, we keep improving. You don't meet the school the way you left it. Keep improving. So you must have strategy. I told myself that I will put in the best. I will then train the children in such a way that when they speak, wherever they speak, people will ask, which school do you attend? I did not advertise, because if I had a sudden upsurge of attendance, I will not be able to cope. So the strategy is to improve the students, let the students market the school, advertise the school. Then you have systems down. I give you an example. Even after we have established the school, we have gained the level of preeminence, we found out that we don't do mass entrance examinations. We admit each child as a person. We put the child where the child is supposed to be, the child's level of competence, not these ones parents are rushing them. And then you find out that our results are extraordinarily good because we prepare the children very well. We make sure we do 2 exams in a term so that the children do get used to exams. We take them to the lab very early. They get used to laboratory equipment very early. And we've developed a system where when our child appears in a contest, the child does very well compared to other children. Then you put up the structure. The structure is what would carry the systems. I give you an example. For you to have a transgenerational family business that will go from generation to generation, you must impregnate your children with the mindset of excellence, impregnate them with the knowledge and the skill of running this or your businesses. All my children know how to do lesson notes. All of them teach in the schools before they go to university, while they are in the university. Till today, my daughter is the administrator of the school. She has a degree in education. I have a son who studied strategic marketing, master's level. I have a son who is an engineer, PhD. So if we have the polytechnic we are building, I have somebody who can be the rector. I have a medical doctor as a son. One of my sons is married to a medical doctor. So the business empire we are building, I'm incorporating my children into it so that even after I have lived and gone, the thing can continue. My granddaughter is in my school. She sells in her mother's canteen. She comes first in all the arms of the school. She's named after the school. She answers Petra. The school is Petra. And so you put it in her mind. So you must have the structure, you must have sustainability so that the school is self-sustaining. We have businesses within the system. We are building a tertiary institution. So you have strategy, system, structure, sustainability. G times E times S raised to the power 4. And then you have C underneath, which is constraint. The more the constraints you have, the more the effort you should put in, the more advanced your strategies should be, the more efficient your structures, and the more sustainability plan, and then you will see that you will produce results. So that's the Apoki formula for productivity, for excelling in the marketplace. And I think it works. It has worked in my life. Learn it, apply it. Dr. Charles Apoki is my name. Subscribe to this channel. Share these videos with your friends. Today I've spoken very fast. Some of you say I'm very slow in speaking, but I hope your brain can catch up with this rate. Remember, I have a webinar coming up on the this man, you to find trouble. I have a webinar coming up in March. We will advertise it. But I have a conference coming up 1st of May. 1st of May. It is tagged using 21st century tools to attain excellence in business, ministry, marriage, and it will help you. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I have a very senior police officer coming to speak to us on 21st century tools, raising your children. I have an international businessman that started from scratch, and he's a multi-millionaire, going to speak to us. I will speak. Pastor Abraham will speak on using modern tools in building your church ministry. God bless you.